obvious is we did not play very well tonight. I didn't think we played well on either end, defensively or offensively. And, we just, for whatever reason, we've got 5 guys who have been leading us, and everybody didn't play well tonight. And when that happens, I got to figure out as a coach how to get a win. And a little disappointed that we wasn't able to put it together. One of the things I told the guys in the locker room, we got to figure it out, go home, get away from this, look yourself in the mirror as we will as coaching staff, and figure out how do we get better. We did a poor job of defending the paint, and that was they threw it inside against us, and unfortunately we don't have Manny Bates, and he's not coming back, and so our guards got to do a great job of pressuring the basketball. Our bigs got to do a good job of defending the post. But when you look at it, I think we gave up 46 points in the paint. That's never a great formula to win. Just wasn't happy the way we played today. We got to figure it out. We'll get better. Questions?
Correct me, I said one of the biggest things was just guys didn't play as one, they played as a team. How disappointing is it to hear one of your guys admit like we just weren't one unit on the floor tonight?
Well, I don't know if that was the case. Of course, he's young, so he will see it in a different way. I just felt like that we had some guys, like when you look at Sebron, who's been great for us, he didn't have it tonight. And we got to figure out when he's not playing well, he's not going to have a double-double every night, how to get better and how someone else can step up. But when you look at 2 of your starters, Cam Hayes was 2 for 12 and Sebron was 4 for 12. So that's 6 for 24 on a team that, we normally get 5 guys who scored a bulk of the points. I just think that we didn't have it. And so, defensively, I agree a little bit. I don't think we were connected as much, but offensively, we just wasn't sharp.
Kevin, looking for a bright side, what about Ernest Ross late in the game? He really gave you some energy and actually, looked like he did some nice things.
Ernest was a bright spot, and what's happening is he's worked extremely hard the last couple of days in practice, and he's demonstrated that he can play, and he's going to get his opportunity. The tough thing about Ernest, when you get to Ernest, and you got Jaquavion, then you got Breon, it's not a great formula for an ACC team to play three freshmen, but certainly if he earns those minutes, he's going to get them.
Coach, how do you feel about the outlook of this team heading into ACC play?
Well, if you'd asked me that a couple of days ago, I would have told you I feel great. We played a #1 Purdue team down to the wire, had some good things happen in the Richmond game. Hopefully this is a one-off. Hopefully this is a game that, it's it's getting ready to go home for Christmas. Young team, not mentally focused, locked in enough, and hopefully that's what it is. Now, I don't know that, but I hope that's the case.
Kevin, off the subject of the game, how much of a monkey off your back and your program's back is it to have the whole NCAA thing now behind you?
The NCAA stuff has been I know most of you guys have covered me for, all 5 years. And it's been one of the toughest things that I've ever had to deal with as a coach. There wasn't one phone call, there wasn't one recruit's parent that I didn't have to have the conversation, even if they didn't ask. We wanted to be honest with them, to let them know that we were under investigation for something that happened with the prior staff. That being said, I'm excited that it's over. We still have some challenges. There's a scholarship reduction, there's some recruiting days, and there's a communication ban. But I'm very appreciative of the IARP for really looking at it for what it was. A lot of, when you look around the country, everybody has a lot of opinions about our decision of what happened. And what I would say is there shouldn't be any opinion because this is the first case that went through the IARP. So nobody knows how they're going to look at it. I think what the mistake is, when you look at a program like Oklahoma State, I don't think they should have got postseason play. But they also went through a different format. And I think the way the committee is shifting now, I think we've been wrong for a long time, why punish kids who were in 8th grade? We had 6 of those guys who were in 8th grade. Why punish my entire staff and me as a head coach when we had nothing to do with it. And I think we're starting to see, I hope we're starting to see a shift in what really happens. If someone made a mistake and someone did something that was improper, punish that person, but don't come at kids who had nothing to do with it. And I think that's what's happening.
Obviously, you won't know if you say you hope this is a one-off. Obviously, you won't know that until you guys play again, which is until next week. But is there anything different or different approach you can take in preparation leading up to the Miami game that you did the last couple weeks?
No, you know, the funny thing about it is, Jonas, I thought we had 2 really good days of practice. But once again, you know, you can't predict when you got so many new guys. And this is the first time that I will say that I felt like we played like we were young. When you look at the other games, I don't think we played young. We played like we were an older team. We made some young mistakes in the other games, but from the start to the finish, I thought we played young.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Good. Merry Christmas, guys.
Tim, you